Well, good afternoon, everyone, and appreciate everyone being here today. And want to give honor to our Lord and Savior, and thank God again for giving us another year and an opportunity to have some student athletes come to this great university of Liberty University as the world's largest Christian university. This recruiting class, I think we kind of start out as a staff trying to make sure we find someone that's going to always be the best fit for our university. The mission statement for our university, training champions for Christ. That's the first thing. The other thing we look for is obviously the character of their young men fitting into this university, fitting into our football program, and being able to raise the level of play for our university, for our football program. Our coaching staff did a fantastic job of coming in and really breaking it down in a great way of trying to find out who these guys are, researching them for months, and figuring out them academically, figuring them out there spiritually to see if they fit, and have an open mind to receive Christ, and also having an open mind to do the teaching and the way we teach our student athletes to be successful on the field and off the field. I think this class fits our needs for now, and it also fits our needs for the future. There are going to be some guys here that we think can help us this year. There are going to be some guys that's going to help us 2-3 years down the road. And so that's what we kind of looked at as far as this particular class. The great stat here, I think, that really kind of speaks a lot about our recruiting personnel, our staff. We had hired Coach Skolaski here, Troy Skolaski, and Katie Fichter into our program here about 6-7 months ago. And I think they did a fantastic job of really a lot more organization, a better accountability. And so I think this stat here really kind of helps on that part. We had really 16 official visits. 14 out of the 16 committed to us. And the 2 that did not commit to us, one went to Arkansas and one went to Cincinnati. And so I think I've never been in a place that has had that kind of consistency of being able to be very efficient in bringing in people that fit our program. So, again, I think it goes to our whole staff, doing all the research, talking to many people, and really seeing that these people had a strong interest in our program, in our university, and in our mission statement. Otherwise, this could not have happened. And I think those 2 young men that didn't come here, we were one of 2 choices. So, again, I think our staff did a great job of really not wasting our time, not wasting the university's money, and doing things in a great, efficient way there. So I think that's just a great assessment of what our program is all about and how we go about doing things. So I commend our whole staff on that. Another big part of it is we had 4 guys in the state of Virginia. We definitely want to make sure that we did the right things here in the state of Virginia, making sure that the high school coaches here know that we're very actively trying to make sure that we take care of the people right here in our home state. And I thought our coaching staff did a fantastic job of going out, finding those guys right here in our state, because there's a great football here in this state. Our high school coaches here do a fantastic job of coaching, teaching, and developing our young men. And then there's guys here in the state of Virginia that fit, again, our university. We had 4 in the state of Florida. Again, a great opportunity down there, good football there also. We got great Christian schools that are down there, great public schools that are down there. And, again, our coaching staff has got great relationships down in Florida. And, again, a great talent that we were able to get from there. 3 from Texas. Again, that's an area here that with myself in the background, we have several guys on our staff that are recruited down in the state of Texas here in the last 20 years of their coaching career, and so we got great relationships down there. We got 1 in Georgia, 1 in South Carolina, and then we went out in Norway. So, again, God has a way of putting people here that fit here at Liberty University and going all the way to Norway to find a great young man that fits here at our university. I'm just going to go quickly down each guy, a couple of adjectives about their skills and that part. I'll start on the offensive side of the ball. Zach Fouts, tight end, very athletic, tough, competitive guy, great ball skills, plays multiple sports. He started playing free safety, played a lot of different positions in his high school, and is well respected in there. And talking about our offensive lineman, Ernst Anderson from Norway there, big, raw, intelligent athlete. He played on the European national team. And, again, this guy has a tremendous upside. Obviously, the aspect as far as the football in Norway compared to here. But, again, I think he's going to be a fantastic player for us. Offensive line there, Dante Duff, big, nasty, intelligent, long wingspan, comes from a great high school football program, and they have won a lot of state playoffs, been district champs, and so on and so forth. Wide receiver Damian King, elusive, fast, electrifying, smooth athlete. And here's one area where I know that we definitely made a great talk about in our staff, a return specialist. So, again, I know that was an area that we didn't do very well this year, and I'm well aware of that, so we definitely wanted to attack that area to make sure we bring in some people that can have great assets as a return specialist. Wide receiver Denver Daniels, a slasher, fast, explosive, high energy, two-time Texas, the highest classification in the state of Texas, two-time state champions. So this guy knows how to win. He's been around winning programs in this Cedar Hill High School there. Again, a return specialist, punt. When I say return specialist, meaning that he can do both, punt return, kickoff return. Running back Frank Hickson right here at Heritage, right here in Lynchburg, high character, intelligent, aggressive, tough runner, and also a slasher type of running back skills there. So, again, a great asset there. Got a home body here that we able to get. Defensive side of the ball, defensive tackle, Will Brown, very long athlete who is powerful, big in the weight room. Guy is very, very physical, mature, has a similar body, probably like Toby Onichi. And I'm saying a Toby Onichi's body as of right now. And so that's a great thing that this guy have a great opportunity to even grow bigger than that. Defensive end, Jawan Wells, long, rangy, explosive, very good basketball player. The guy was on the football runs in his family. He's got an uncle, Eric Walden, who starts at outside linebacker for the Indianapolis Colts. His dad and his brother played in college football for that. Defensive end, Javon Frazier. This guy here is very quick, extremely athletic for a guy that's as strong and being able to do a lot of great things. Very good basketball player, athletic, state championship basketball team. He knifes in and slashes through the offensive line. He has very, very good instincts. Jalen McKinney, a linebacker, two-way player in high school, also played running back. I think he rushed over 1,000 yards as a running back. He probably could have played running back. Can play running back here. He can play a lot of places across the country as a running back. Led the team to a state championship in Florida. Explosive athlete who delivers a punch and is physically mature. Jeremy Peters, a physical player. He likes contact, a playmaker, similar in his body type will be like Kevin Fogg. Highly respected through his high school, both on and off the field, and also a school leader. Malik Matthews, explosive, knows how to break on the ball, a physical player, reminds the staff a little bit about like Walt Aikens, the type of physicality that he has. He also attended a Christian school, very fast. He's a return specialist. Cam Jones right here at LCA, the thing that caught our eye immediately with him, he came to our camp, he ran a 4.4. We all timed him. So when someone does that and we physically do it ourselves, then that's going to be very, very good for him. Fluid hips, has good ball skills, multiple position player, two-time All-State, two-time state champion. He had 13 career interceptions, 12 touchdowns, and 4 forced fumbles, just a few of his stats. Last guy here, Ryan Davis, safety, physical safety guy who fills the alley well, good change of direction, covers a lot of ground. He had 9 career interceptions, 3-time All-State player in both football and basketball. So, again, I think if you go back and look at some of the things that I've talked about, some of the describing all these players, they're athletic, they're competitive, they've been winning football, and they know how to do the things that we want our players to do. And so I see that this class, again, like I mentioned earlier, they really fit our needs positional. And some, like I said, now, and some going to be able to do things in the future. So, again, I commend our staff. Did a fantastic job of doing the things that we need to do, and I think it's going to be continue to have great success here at Liberty now and also in the future. So let's go ahead and open up to some questions.
Coach, you mentioned the needs in your opening address. What was the biggest need you needed to fill with this recruiting class?
If you say a one specific position-wise, I'd probably say a little bit of tight end and defensive backs, just because of the graduations of seniors. So those are really two positions, but I think really we went to some D-line. We had some guys in O-line. We fit some specifics, and when I say specifics, even more deeper than just say, well, a tight end position. You're looking for somebody of this or a defensive back. We're looking for guys that are athletic and play corner. We really look at all four of these guys could actually play corner. So we're trying to go from corner, where if they don't can do some things at corner, go to safety, and so on and so forth. So I think we did a great job of that, and so those are some of the needs.
Coach, would you say the success of this past season was helpful in getting 14 out of 16 letters of commitment?
Well, I think no doubt. I think the two games, particularly as far as beating Coastal Carolina, #1 team in the country on the road. And then you would have planned with a starting quarterback, and then to come back the next week and play on the road again in our first playoff game and play at James Madison, and had a fantastic crowd there. I mean, that was great to see our fans. We've had great support of our fans being there. So I think those two wins, again, we've always been known per se, but I think it made us a lot more relevant. And I think people have got a lot more respect about Liberty University football program and what it's all about and what it stands for. So with those two wins, as we walked into homes, a lot of people had heard about us a lot more deeper. They had researched a little bit more ahead of time, as in the previous first year or two that I was here. We kind of had to help them research some things of that nature to know what Liberty was all about, where we're at, and the size and all those kind of things. So I think we got a little bit ahead of the game because of those wins, and I think because of what our coaches have done. Again, we go out and run all around the country, and again, we're blessed with the university. Jeff Barber and Jerry Falwell Jr. align us with the great budget that we have to go out and recruit nationally.
Hey, Coach, two-part question. How did you and your staff become aware of Ernst Anderson and what he could provide to this team? And also, Liberty's had some success recently with recruiting kids to come play out of Europe. Is there any secret to what you guys are able to do in pitching and finding those kids?
Well, I think the connection is Charlie Skolaski has had some connection there, people there in Europe, and it kind of informed him about some people that we've had, and obviously we had some people here in the past, and they kind of sent some film in about them, and Charlie looked at some of those things and passed it along to our coaches, and then we kind of looked at it and made some calls and see if he has any interest in what we're trying to get done and get accomplished. And I think our coaching staff did a great job of really connecting with him. I think he did a great job of being able to come here and find out that it's a fit for him. Again, it's always going to be a transition period for anybody, whether they're 1 mile away or whether they're 1,000 miles away. So we're glad to have Ernst here. He's making good things going on here in his first few weeks here on the campus.
Coach, you touched on it a little bit in your opening statement, but with the local guys, not even just in the state of Virginia, within a 45-minute to an hour radius of this campus, do you think you guys have been more effective as your tenure has progressed here with state guys?
Yes, I think that was one of the main things when I came here and talking to our staff, that we have everybody on the staff has a part of the state of Virginia. We kind of made a couple little adjustments here. I think this last year, as far as we moved around a few more guys, gave them a little bit more area, and some areas we thought we can attack a little bit better than what we had in the past. And I think part of it is also with Charles Skolaski and myself talking about different things of that nature to see how we can utilize our guys a little bit better. So we've always been focused on the state of Virginia. But again, I think part of it, even with the state of Virginia, also, again, beating James Madison this year, I think kind of helped some of those things to people to realize how good our football program is, and gave us a lot more opportunity as we went into home that way received us a little bit more serious.
You mentioned 3 more kids out of Texas. It seems like that's been a good area for you in terms of recruiting. How much more is Liberty a known commodity now than it was a few years ago, now that you and your staff have been able to go there, recruit, and then have your success this year?
Well, I think, again, relationships, just like anything in life, if you have relationships with certain people, and obviously the football coaches in this case, and we've developed a relationship with all over the state of Texas, and we have people that we know that they want to leave the state. There's a lot of schools, obviously, in the state of Texas, and they pass by a whole lot of schools to get all the way up here to Lynchburg, Virginia. So we know if they can get them on the plane, we're going to have a great chance to get them if they get them here on the flight. And I think that's been the case. When they get here, they really are amazed. I guess if you can use the word wow, we hear that quite a bit from parents and from student athletes when they first arrive here. It's a wow factor, and that's a good thing. And then we get into the true content of what this university is all about and who the people are and what we all about are trying to help their son be all that they can be as far as young men.
Coach, 13 names on here, no quarterbacks. Obviously, I guess you don't think it was a need for that this time around, and overall evaluating your quarterback situation, not just in the immediacy with Woodrum, but in the future.
Well, yeah, I think obviously got Woodrum back this year here in his senior year. Stephon Masha has 3 years as far as going into this season. We got J.T. Bradwell as a redshirt, and he has 4 years left. So feel pretty solid about where we stand as far as our quarterback situation. Obviously, next year, the following year in 2016, we'll definitely going to take a quarterback as far as that goes. So we feel good about where we're at in that position. And like I said, it wasn't an immediate need as far as in this recruiting class.